Every trail and forest preserve tells a story, and behind every great outdoor experience, there's a team making it happen. From keeping our preserves safe, to maintaining the trails, to helping visitors make the most of their time in nature, our employees go the extra mile. They're the ones protecting, preserving, and enhancing your connection to the outdoors. Meet our Trailblazers.
I'm Adam Oestmann. I'm the Deputy Director for the Forest Preserve District of Will County, and I have been here for 23 years. I think most recently, the best part of my job is being able to be a part of the bigger picture of the work that we do as an organization. You know, I spent 23 years in the maintenance and operations space, but as someone who throughout all of that time loves the work that we do on the conservation side of things, on the restoration side of things, and on the recreation side of things. Like, that stuff is in my heart. And then, you know, so to have spent all that time on maintenance and operations, you see the work that you do there and how it contributes to all of those end goals and overall goals that we have as an organization. But I think for me right now, moving into a leadership role, I am just most excited to be able to be a part of the bigger picture of what we do as an organization.
Sometimes home life and work don't intertwine, but a family outing changed that for Adam.
My wife and I were relatively young parents. We bought our first home was a 2-bedroom townhouse, which had no yard whatsoever, which was not going to work for me in terms of how I wanted to raise my kids. One Saturday, my wife suggested we go to Goodnow Grove. And if I'm being perfectly honest, my first reaction was, I work there. You know, I don't want to go to work today. And I remember that day like crystal clear. I remember the pictures we took. I remember our girls rolling down the sled hill. I remember visiting the nature center. I remember the trails we hiked. I remember the little fledgling downy woodpecker that they found that they got to hold in their hands. And I think that the reason I remember it so well was that maybe it was one of the first days that I really started owning the work that we do as an organization, because I saw what a gift it was for somebody who, you know, could not afford the luxury of owning green space and open space, to have this place they could come to and could stretch out and be in the wonders of nature with their family.
Originally set on a different path, Adam's journey to the Forest Preserve District took a unique turn.
I feel incredibly blessed to be able to work for the Forest Preserve. The way that things happened throughout my career, it honestly feels less like I chose to be here and more like the Forest Preserve chose me. I had gotten into an apprenticeship program with the Electrical Workers Union, and I thought that's what I was going to do with my life. Showed up for orientation, and they were scaling back their program for that year. They could only take so many people, and they cut about half of us who were in the room that day. And so I needed a job. And I was told at the time that there was an opening on a maintenance crew at Goodnow Grove. I lived in the Crete area, so I thought, well, that sounds good to me. I love the outdoors. I applied, and I got in.
One of the things Adam loves about work is turning up the heat, literally.
A long time ago, the Forest Preserve did almost all of our burns in-house. We still do burns in-house, but we also will contract some folks to help us with those. But back then we did pretty much all of it in-house, and our maintenance and operations department crews were prescribed burn certified so that they could assist on burns. And my boss knew that I loved going on burns. Not everybody did. He knew that I did, and so anytime in this area of the county somebody needed to go out and assist, I was called upon. So I've been on many burns over the years, and it's been a long time since I've done it, but it is something that I love to do. I don't know that I've ever been in another professional setting where I have worked with as many people who are passionate and dedicated to the work that they do as we have here at the Forest Preserve District.